My name's Bob Klepp. I live in the East Coast in Maryland. I'm 59 years old. I'm an attorney, and I started playing guitar in high school, so a long time ago. And I've dabbled and I've stopped, and I've dabbled and I've stopped. I have some goals. I'm going to work for, another 7 years for the government, and then I'm going to stop. I want to be a working musician by that point. So, those are my goals, to be a working musician. And I really like where you're taking the course. I like the theoretical. I don't want to just be Bob who knows all the notes the way McCartney would play them. I want to be Bob who plays it the way that Bob would play it. I really want to have my own voice, and I feel like you're loading me up with the vocabulary to, eventually get there. I am on lesson number 11. You just sent me the install for lesson 17, but I am taking about 2 weeks per module, something like that. I think it's good for me to get it on a drip. Even one a week is too fast, because I have a full-time job. I've heard you say more than once, if it takes you a couple of weeks to get through a module, that's fine. And this course is yours for life. You can always go back and do it again, which I plan to. This is mine for life. Because it's organized, and it's not this I've been around YouTube enough to see a lot of different offerings of different kinds of lessons, and all I do is get very confused and lost. And so you're organized, you have a course, but that you have organized it into 20 lessons and it comes to you on an installed basis. I feel like that's what a person like me needs. I need something that's going to step me through in a kind of method. And your course has a method to it too. It's got these, succinct folders, these, kung fu, technique. It gets me where I need to be gotten, the organization of it. What else do I like about your course? It really doesn't just say, hey, here's how you play song X. It says, you're going to develop a groove based on these interval. Like right now, I'm doing a lot with your interval study. And I've known in my head about the cycle of fifths for a long time, but you put it into use. You put it into practice. Mm-hmm. And the intervals that are part of a key or a scale, the way you said to learn them is don't learn do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Don't learn do, re, do, mi, do, fa. Do the reference back to the root. I think that's fantastic. What you've done with the Kung Fu techniques in the review section 10, course modules 10, where you say write down 1 through 4 on a piece of paper, and I use a piece of paper and then scramble them up, and that's your order. That keeps it interesting. And they work your way diagonally up using that fingering, and then reverse it going diagonally down. I think that's very interesting because it kind of keeps it surprising on any given day. And I really like that you make me focus on, am I starting on my index finger and stay consistent? One index, two, index, middle, index, middle. It's not exciting. It's the real work of getting your technique together. So I appreciate the kind of granular look that you're making me take at the instrument. No, I'm the opposite. I don't want to be a copycat, and I don't want to be stuck with someone else's vocabulary. And I feel like, it's like learning a foreign language. You can't just get off a plane and speak German to people in Vienna. You're going to have to learn their language, right? Otherwise you're just kind of a parrot, although parrots are supposed to be very intelligent. You have to learn the language, and this stuff didn't just come out of thin air. So I'm all in favor of putting words to theories and concepts and knowing what note you're playing, and not just being an all ear player. I know how to create bass lines because of you, so I start to use them. Yeah, I think your price is really a bargain. Well worth it. It's worth its weight in gold. So I'm like, look at how much further I'm getting and how much mature, you know, you're taking me all around the, you know, all around the cycle of fifths. Like you're taking me on a big wide journey for a price that would only be about 3 lessons worth of face-to-face meeting with somebody in my area. Yeah. And I think you're an awesome teacher. You really are. I mean, everything is in there.